Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
So, housekeeping rules. If you have something you want me to look at, please post it in the Q&A. Only because it's hard for me to catch it in the chat. Hi, Daniela. How you doing? Good morning. All right. So, especially if people want to comment on something multiple times, it's going to be hard for me to catch it in the chat. So go ahead and post that in the Q&A. And if you want me to look at a setup, I'm going to need you to tell me the pair, time frame, and what you looking at. Is it a bag strategy, or are we in an uptrend? Give me some confirmations, because I'm focusing on what I trade, which is S&P 500. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get maybe about 2 trades out of this today. We're gonna see what happened. However, I do trade the currency pairs if there's something that shows up. We in New York session now. So a lot of the currency pairs make a lot of their moves during London session. And we can catch a couple of things during here with us, but it might be few and far between, which is why I focus on the indices, okay? Because they move. So just to let me know. So help me help you. Okay. Um, let's see. Hi Juan. Look, you came right out the gate. US 30 on the N5. Could it be a buy if it breaks resistance? Absolutely. I don't even have to look at it to tell you that. Yep, absolutely. But I will wait for it to break that resistance. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you why. I'm not going to trade US 30 on this call, y'all. I'm not going to even put myself in that position. And if y'all ask me about German 30, I don't trade German 30. That is Nate's baby. Okay. And the only reason why I don't trade German 30 is because it's a European index and because I'm not up for when it would normally move. So there's no point for me to necessarily focus my attention on a pair that don't move when I'm awake, which is right now. But US 30 on the M5. Well, looky here. I don't even have what resistance. I don't even got no resistance, Juan. So I guess so. It can go up, So okay. Look at this beautiful move that US 30 did right at the beginning of the money zone. That's beautiful. I'm gonna look, hold up. I feel like we're getting a pullback right now. Oh, yep, money zone breakout. Look at that, y'all. Strat 4, money zone breakout. Goodbye, US 30 to the moon. Man, I swear I want to get up for London session. I really do. When I see this, I want to get up. I really do. What time did this thing? Give me a second, y'all, because I'm feeling some kind of way right now. What time did this thing happen? 10 on my MT4, which is 3 a.m. 3 a.m. That's actually not bad. But that is the beginning of the London session. Look at that break. So for those of you guys who are new to AIRO, okay, new to AIRO. So Juan, just so you know, I don't have no resistance zone on this chart. So I feel like that thing can just pull back and then take it off to the moon. As long as you got a good entry and you ain't got nothing blocking your way, go for it. I would look at other time frames. Look at it. It done broke all resistances almost pretty much. Yeah, I'm skipping through. Whatever was a resistance, that thing gone from what I could see. Okay. But real quick, y'all, this is Strat 4. This is what I was telling y'all in previous calls about the money zone breakout strategy. Strat number 4 of AIRO. Okay. The money zone, 12-hour period. I'm on the East Coast. So it's 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time, right? money zone applies to all pairs. He did not just say that it applies to just currency pairs. The Asian session breakout applies to currency pairs, and then specifically the GBP pairs. Back facts. I'm with y'all. I'm looking at the chat. What y'all saying? Melinda. Oh, somebody's in a German 30 trade now. That's what's up. Melinda, what'd you say? Why are there some green candles going down and some red candles going up? Oh, that's because it's the trend, Melinda. They not really bullish and bearish candles. It's just showing you what the trend was saying at the time. So it's trend color. Hopefully I answered that question. There you go, darling. Oh, so let me walk through this strat for a breakout while I'm waiting for them to do what I did. Cool. I like the way you spell your name, Melinda. That's different. Strat for a breakout. Let's walk through it. So y'all know. So whoever can get up and stay up for London session on these U.S. indices, you missing out on some money. Now, it could happen with the European indices as well. I have no clue because I don't trade them. But I can tell you it does it on S&P, NAS, and US 30 because I've seen it before. So here we go. Strat 4. You marking off the previous day's money zone. You're going to mark it off for the top or the bottom. Okay? Honestly, I know you want to follow the trend. So if you want to follow the trend, you're going to zoom out. It's only doing that because I took off this thing here. Zoom out, and you want an uptrend. You can see that. I zoomed all the way out. You want an uptrend, right? So the easiest thing to do would be to mark off the previous day's money zone at the top, which is what I did. Okay? Now, the way the strategy works is you're going to, I swear, you know what? Because I see this, I got to get up tomorrow, y'all. I got to get up. I can't stand looking at this money and I'm missing it. I'm missing it. All right. Mark off the top of the previous day. Money zone. The first candle. When I'm on the indices, I'm trading the M5, by the way. If you want the currency pairs, I believe Nate teaches you to do it on the M15 chart. All right, but when I'm on indices, we on the M5. Okay. First candle closure above the money zone line that you marked off because we in an uptrend. And I would also caution you to ensure that it is also above the AIRO MA. I'm being very clear about this because it's important. Because I know some people want to be like, oh, that AIRO MA don't really mean nothing. Yes, it does. I'm telling you it does. Okay. So it needs to close above the money zone line that you marked off and the AIRO MA. It needs to be above both. Close. Next candle, take a trade. Goodbye. I can't even tell you what TP is on this, by the way, because there is no TP on indices that's been recommended. I would just say catch what you can and roll. Okay? 100 pips, 200 pips. This is US 30, y'all, so it ain't unreasonable for it to happen. I'm going to give you an example. This is your entry candle right here, bullish candle. So if you would have got in exactly at the candle open, which is very hard to do because you got spread. Spread might put you up here maybe a little bit. You get in, you got 100, I'll round it out to 150 pips drawdown. Okay? 150 pips drawdown. In the same candle, you made like 50 or 70. If you wanted to go to 50, you would have made it. But you got potentially 150 pips drawdown that would have happened to you on US 30. If you wanted to go to 50 pips, you just would have needed to suffer that 150 pip drawdown if it happened to go that way when it happened. Or if you are skilled in holding it based on trend, you could have ran it up. I want y'all to peep this. This one run up right here, this one run up, that's 1,100 pips. And then it continued. Okay? It was setting up and waiting for that breakout because we had a holiday yesterday. So it was waiting for this to happen. That's a run up. That's US 30. That can be replicated on S&P. That can be replicated on NASDAQ. All right? That happened at 3 a.m. 3:05. You had pips for the week. And I only need 75 to 150 pips per week and live off it. And I just told y'all that's 1,000 plus. Okay? So, just so y'all know, y'all probably like, I don't even pay attention to strategy 4. Yeah, you might want to start paying attention to strategy 4. And like I said, if you know how to hold it based on trend color, you could have held it Why? Because I got no trend color change throughout this. So for those of y'all who like to trade with the trend and y'all been practicing following the candles and the trend colors, that's one way to do it. Okay? You could have if you had Bollinger Bands or something, that's another way to do it. Or if you had Fibonacci, that was another way to do it. If you're one of those people that want to try and hold, if you want to just scalp, pip, and dip, you can do the same thing. Okay? So, sorry, I went off on a tangent on US 30, but I feel like I got to get up tomorrow. My auto trading is off. Do you want it on to get the alerts on the dashboard? You know what? I actually got alerts today without it being on. So I thought that was interesting. But you know what? For the sake of this call, let me leave it on. Just to be on the safe side. Okay. Thank you for catching that. But I did get alerts without it being off. But to be on the safe side, leave it on. Let's leave it on. Because I haven't tested it without. Okay, Tone. Adolf Stratford. Yes. Strategy 4. Okay, he do on the N5, Luke, on the NFC's good. I know he does. My Linda. Oh, okay. My Linda. Good to know. Thank you, dear. I don't want to mess up people's names. Yes, I do know he does the trading on M5. I just want to make sure that if he does do a Strat 4, I haven't seen it in one of the calls. That's why I was curious. But that's US 30, you guys. So that's all I'm going to do on US 30. So let me go back to my S&P. All right. See how I got my alert still, even when it was off. So that's why I didn't even pay attention. So I got my S&P. So my S&P, I have 3 different setups with AIRO that I'm looking for right now. So this is Bollinger Bands. Yes, I am evolving in my trading, family. I am evolving in my trading. Yes, I do have Bollinger Bands on here. And these are 3 EMAs I've talked about previously that utilized, also originally found off of the Hawkeye call. Okay, so I had that. And then what was the last one I wanted to do? I'm looking for setups on this. See, I got my MA cross right here, and it's bouncing off of the AIRO MA. That's a nice little upward move. But market hasn't opened yet. I don't trust nothing with S&P right now until after market open. Okay? Until after market open. I like this MA cross here going up because we following the trend of the time frame. I'm on the M5. Okay? Very clearly we on an uptrend, right? I'm on the M5. But because it made this big, beautiful, powerful move, and we so close to market open, I'm a little wary of this cross, especially it already crossed down and now it's crossing back up again. And I'm not sure if it's deciding what it wants to do or maybe start ranging or something. So I'll wait on this particular setup. Let's see. Look at my bands. Shout out to Deanna for teaching me this. I'm looking at my bands. It ain't ready yet. I ain't ready for that. So I know it's kind of hard to see all this with the AIRO in my bands, but I could probably change the color. But it's default, by the way. Everything's default. I'm just kind of looking for a way to follow the trend again. That's what I'm looking for. How to get in and follow this trend going up on S&P. All right. That's what I'm looking for originally because I want to go with the trend. However, we must remember when you're marking up your charts, you need to know what's happening based on the higher time frames. Okay? Higher time frames. I'm on the H1. I know I got a lot showing here, but I'm going to explain all of it here for you in a second. All right? You guys know I mark up my charts. When I mark up my charts, I mark up my chart with what? Fibonacci. Okay? I mark it up with Fibonacci first because after a big move like that, I need to see if price is going to pull back, and then once it's done pulling back, go restart my trend again. Okay, so to do that, I use the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, click on it. We're in an uptrend. You can confirm that by zooming out even on the H1. I do it on the H1, H4, and daily charts, but I'm doing it on H1 today with y'all. Start from the lowest point that price closed below the AIRO MA. Again, AIRO, this is Strat 8 setup. This is kind of how you do it. All right. Lowest points right here, catch the wick, draw it up to the highest point so far. Okay. The key word in that was so far. It's so far because in order for Strat 8 of AIRO to be a valid setup, price has to come down and close below the AIRO MA. Okay. So it's not a setup yet until it does that. However, you could still draw your Fibonacci based on where price was in correspondence to the AIRO MA, just like I just did, low to the high. You want to catch this movement. With that movement, now you want to mark off your fib levels to see where price can pull back to. I love it that this AIRO MA is right at this 50 fib level. Nice. Love that. I love it when my fibs line up properly. Okay, so that's what I do there. And then I mark off the fib levels that I am paying attention to. I'm paying attention to 23.6, not because that's a valid pullback, but because I do the fib level breakout based off of that. Okay, so what that means is price come back and close below 23.6, it typically will go to the next fib level. Typically, I would say 7 or 8 out of 10 times. All right. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I marked it off. The next important fib level is what? The golden ratio, 61.8. I'm just showing y'all setups because market hasn't opened for S&P yet. Okay, and then the currency pairs, none of them has gone off yet. So that's the only reason why I'm going through this with y'all so we can get ready to catch some trades. 61.8 golden ratio level. Okay, let me make sure I see something in the Q&A. All right, cool. I'm answering that question, Kyrie, in just a second. That's the one most popular fib level of retracement that price will go to that a lot of people talk about. You can Google it. Everyone talks about it. All right. 71%. I actually just learned about that 2 weeks ago. Interesting fib level in regards to discount pricing. Okay. And then 88.6. Extremely discount pricing. If price comes all the way back down here, which is very close to the support level, and then turn around and go back up, that signifies that they were trying to rinse every single person who thought they were going to restart the trend sooner. Just a grab of liquid capital. Okay, then turn around, buy everything at a low price, and go back up. Okay, hopefully the white vans don't pull up by my door telling y'all that information. Okay, that's why I marked those levels off, and I'm gonna get rid of the fib now. So I did that so that way wherever price is going, depending on whatever strategy I'm using with AIRO, I know where price is according to these fib levels. Now I got this horizontal line up here for a reason. I just walked y'all through Fibonacci retracement. I'm gonna show y'all what Al showed me originally, which was got me started on the fib. It's Fibonacci expansion or extension. This time, retracement teaches you or shows you pullback retracements off of the trend, because when you trade with Fibonacci, you want to trade with the trend. It has to be a trending asset, and the indices are always trending. They'll range for a little bit and then they got to break out. All right, so that's what retracement teaches you. Extension or expansion, I use it to set take profits. So, and it kind of shows you where futuristically where price is going to go. So for instance, you're going to use extension / expansion. It depends on whatever platform you're using, what it looks like. You're going to use that to mark off. Let me fix this real quick because I'm going to move back. You're going to go to the last move up, the pullback from that move, and then it'll determine where it's going to go. For instance, let me walk you through it while we still waiting. We got 6 minutes till market open. Fibonacci expansion. Soon I'm going to get to the fan, y'all. Fibonacci fan. That's interesting. You're going to mark the lowest point that started the uptrend, the last uptrend, which is right here. Catch the wick. Going to draw it up to the highest point right here. Catch the wick. And then this third leg here. This third leg is your extension. You're going to use that to go where price pulled back. Okay? Where price pulled back is where you drop it to. And now, And I know these, I got a lot of lines on here. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do this on a clean chart so y'all can see it a lot more clear. Hold on. Because I want to make sure y'all get this. And then practice it, please. Because I tell you, and it works on everything. Fibs work on everything. All right. So just so you know, you could put it on currency pairs or whatever, but I want y'all to just pay attention to it so you can practice it. It'll just expand your knowledge in trading just like it did for me. All right. Lowest point, catch the wick. Highest point, catch the wick. Double click on it so you can be able to drag this third extension. Okay. That's almost 100% retracement, but it didn't do 100%. Probably did about 78, 71, which is what I just said. Discounts. And what did they do? Buy low and took it all the way up. Rinsed every single person who thought they were going to be in a continued sale. That's what they just did. Okay. So if you can catch it down there, that's where it goes. So now what this is, these are same thing, fib levels. When you get it as default, it gives you 61.8, 100, and then 161.8. Those three. I just added additional ones just to see where price is going. But first TP is 61.8. Did price hit it? Sure did. Right here. Second TP, 100%. Did price hit it? Almost. It ain't there yet. I feel like it's going to go there. And then third TP, if it decides to break through this H1 zone, it's going to go right up here. I'm confident that it is going to hit this 100% because why? We got this zone right here. And when you get a bounce, AIRO, go off of S&P. So shout out to y'all who were up for that. Okay, because this is basically that money zone breakout that took place. And you got a bounce AIRO go off of the H1. And usually squad, we take it to the zone. We don't care about what's in the lower time frames. If there ain't nothing in our way, we go into the zone. So eventually it should get there. But that's how I use the retracement and I use the expansion all on the same asset. So hopefully that helps y'all out. And 2 minutes to market open, so we all right. Absolutely. You know what, Tasha? I will in a minute, darling. But just know that this is being recorded too. Okay? So just so y'all know, once this is done, y'all can always go back and watch this. But if I get a minute, I will try and explain it again for you. What MAs are the ones I had? They are the 5, 13, and 62 EMAs. That's where I got them from the Hawkeye session long time ago. And then the fib levels, the additional ones I added was 71, 78.8, and 88.6. Those are the additional ones I added. They are different from what Nate has on his Strat 8 video. He kind of just rounds the default numbers up and he gets rid of 23.6. And I would normally too, because I feel like anytime price pulls back to 23.6, it's not a valid pullback to me. That's just my personal opinion. But once it breaks 23.6, now it is a valid pullback and I'm looking for it to actually keep going down. Where can you find the new extra fib numbers? Oh, hopefully, P, I just said it, but you could just add them onto your Fibonacci level. I found those numbers. One, the 71 was from talking with somebody who's been trading for a long time, and they said it was an important fib level, so I added it. And then the other two, I used Google because I wanted to know what other custom fib levels aside what's from default have people been finding success with. That's where I got them from. And I see, and after what I just explained to you, I see why it's successful. Let me see, Calorie. Why do some charts not connect on the dashboard? I've cross-checked the spelling against the symbols list, but still no luck. You know what, Calorie? If you're having issues with, I would say this, the first thing, because I had the same problem, so I ain't even gonna lie, I had the same problem when I first started. It's 9:30 market open. We're gonna have a push. Hold up. 1 second, Calorie. Let me look at something here. Let me get back on my M5. Okay. Let me get back over here. I got my push up. Okay, I got a cross right here. I want to see. I like this cross right here. It's going back up. We in market open. I'm going to hop into this S&P trade right now for the buy. Okay. And my stop loss is going to be right here. So we dealing with about 55 pips stop loss. Okay. And then I'm going for a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. That's what I am shooting for. So I'm going to shoot for 55 pips and see what happens. I'm just trying to see if this market open is going to push the way I want it to push. It might not. It might just do a little pullback and play me. That's all right. It is what it is. We'll see. If it hits it, it's fine. It's getting ready. I'll be able to get back in again. All right. So that I wanted to see that. So yeah, that's a 55 pip to a 55 pip is what I'm looking at on that one. So we'll see what happens. Okay. On to the next one. And so here is, see, I got my cross here. That's giving me some momentum. So we're just going to see what happens. It could pull back down because this is the beginning of the market open and hit it and then turn right back around again. It is what it is. I ain't going to win them all. But, okay. So this is on the H1. I don't need this to be on the H1. Give me a second, Kyrie. I'll go back to your question in a minute with the dashboard signals. Yeah, it might hit it because it might be getting. Let me see what that M1 looking like. Okay, well, you might be doing something. Once that thing, it might hit it. Once this thing goes, if it does continue to go in the direction I want it to go, if it hits 20 pips in profit, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. So that way, even if it does decide to pull back, then I don't lose anything on the trade. So that's what I'm expecting to do. And it is what it is. We'll see what happens. It's a little bit risky because I'm doing it right at market open. So I usually could wait. Was going. Oh, no, no, no. Sorry, y'all. Looks like my VPS needs to be connecting again. There it go. All right. That was interesting. Okay. All right. So that's that one. And then I was doing one more setup here. That's the M1. So we see what happened. Interesting how I do not have an AIRO alert going up. That is interesting. What was the other thing? Oh, yes. I'm here for my third setup that I'm looking at. Give me 1 second because I was talking earlier. I need, what do I need? I can't even remember what my next setup was. I forget. I'm gonna have to just work with these two today and the AIRO and bag alerts. All right. So, what are we looking at? Oh yeah. So with the symbols not answering on or not appearing on the dashboard, I would say, or I would suggest to just take them all off and load them back up again. See if that auto trading is causing an issue for you. But if the symbol numbers or the letters are not added, make sure you don't have no spaces too. So make sure you don't have spaces in between. Right here, I'm gonna right click, expert advisors, properties. Make sure when you're looking at your pairs on your commas, there's no space in between those. Okay. Also make sure there ain't no space in between anything else either. All right, because that could mess it up too as to why it might not be loading. Okay. So just to keep in mind, that's probably about to hit my stop loss. Okay. That's all right. that thing actually worked earlier. It might be just because the market open and trying to get me out. I'm gonna go back in here again because I know you going up, S&P. I just need to get back in and get in another way. Ooh, I got pressure. Yeah, it's giving me pressure. That's all right. That's all right. Win some, you lose some. But ooh, I got that really strong wick out too. Yeah, it might want to come on. That's interesting. Let me see if I can. I was just looking at it off of the M. Not that one. Oh yeah, it's gonna hit because it closed below my AIRO MA. Yep, it sure did. Darn it. I need to wait a little bit longer. Let me wait. I took that one just to see. Oh, you're welcome, Kyrie. What MA am I using? Oh, on this one is the 513 and the 62. Okay. So, a couple of things happened with that last one. I had my cross here going up, and I think I said it earlier. I was wary about that cross, and but when I got it on here, got a nice little cross here. You see how that thing immediately turned right back around against me. So it wasn't like apparently it didn't like compete the cross. So I said, all right, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait again. So it might come off of this support, bounce off it, and come back up. So I'm gonna see what happened there. And I'll just wait and do it again. I ain't even chirping off of that. It happens. It happens. So let's see what we doing. Look at that mess. I'm gonna wait for a while now though, for sure, because they moving. Corbin, hi. What TP and stop loss do you usually write them down? I only go for 1-to-1. That's what I was doing. So it don't matter. So if it was like if I'm gonna go through it again. So like this right here, let me zoom in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh, that's about as much as I can get. So right here, as this was coming up, all right, I was trying to get into the trade to go up, but as you can see, it turned around and dropped, right? So I really probably should have just waited for candle closures. Last night I didn't have to, but apparently today I did. But again, it was market open, so I took a chance. And once that happened though, and price was going up, my stop loss would be just the middle of the band, pretty much. And whatever amount of pips that was, then my TP would be equal because I'm going for 1-to-1. And it works. It just market open hurt me. So we're gonna wait for it again. It's gonna happen again before we get off this call, and then we're gonna hit that one. That's all it is. Ooh, but that's a nasty dip. Ooh. Yeah, you're gonna turn red, but I need to know, is it going to do something else? All right, so while S&P is doing that, hope y'all notice, like I said, they all moving. These currency pairs are moving, but ain't nobody giving me stuff yet. Well, GU's on an uptrend, so to speak. Possibly. But that massive drop that it did, good gracious. That was so here's something to look at. If you would have came in here and did strat 4 on GU and see out in the money zone, this is the first candle that closed above, and then the next one you would take your trade. If you don't have a minimum of 20 pips, can't take that trade. And so that's why that money zone breakout was not valid. All right, all right, all right. So, okay, we sitting on this support zone, and it looks like it's about to be destroyed. That's because I'm zooming in too much. Let me zoom out so I can see what's going on. That's my 23.6 right here. Yep. And see what it do, if it's going to close it or not. See, we got the AIRO MA going right down into the support zone. So let it turn around and come back up. So I'm gonna wait and see. I like it. We got this. This thing just is a rinse. That's what that is. See what happens. All right, so we in the chat. What's up in the chat, y'all? Let's see what's going on. Oh yes. See Royal, go good looking, bruh. Euro JPY for the buy. I did not get an alert. Did you get an alert? Because I ain't get one. I have an arrow on the H1 for SPX on NAS. Okay. Can y'all, for me to catch these trades, y'all put it on the in the Q&A so I can see it. You know, otherwise I'm gonna miss it. So now, but you did say on the H1. I did too. I got an H1 alert arrow. This one, if that's what you're talking about, but that was hours ago. So let me know what y'all talking about. If you got it. If you got it. Let's see. GJ. Okay. Nas going up. I know y'all love y'all some NASDAQ. And then Euro JPY for the buy. All right. Let me look. Euro JPY. I ain't got no alert. And this right here, if you're saying this is for the buy, possibly. Possibly. I mean, I see it's engulfing and everything like that, but it got to give me more to go on besides just that. But then again, I'm not really familiar all with how Euro JPY moves. And then GJ, somebody said, well, you got it. This engulfing coming off of this low right here. So that might be going back up. Man, that looked like an M break right there. Where price is at right now? That's interesting. Let me look at GJ on the H1. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is interesting. This looks like a M break right here, y'all. I feel like GJ going to continue to go down. That's what I look. That's what I feel. That's what I think. Um, Makuo. Hopefully I said that right. You want me to use a fib on Euro JPY? Is that what you wanted me to use it on? Yeah, ADR is near max for GJ. Yep. Is y'all ADR at 10 or at 5? Right here. Yep. Euro JPY. I think you wanted me to draw the fib on it. Ooh, look at Euro JPY. It's all up in this resistance zone. All up in there. I can't draw a fib on this because it's ranging. You can only draw a fib on it when it's trending like that. This is a range. It needs to break out of this range before I would draw a fib on it. For that time frame anyway. Here's the move on a higher time frame. And then it hits this resistance. See, it's still ranging. It needs to break out this. It needs to break up or break down. So that might be why you see all this mess right here too. Okay, it's in range mode right now. So I wouldn't draw the fib on Euro JPY at this time because it's ranging. And this stuff like this could be fake outs, making you think it's going to go up. So I would just be very cautious on Euro JPY just because it's all up in this resistance zone. Okay. Let's see. It's almost 9:45, so we should be getting some more stuff happening. This is GU again, bullish engulfing, and then it took off. Now it's wicking out right here at the arrow in May. I wouldn't always just take something off of the strength. There we go. We got to sell. S&P U. It's a sell. Of course, we on the uptrend. But I got to sell, and that's my 23.6. I need to wait and see by the end of this hour, does it stay there? Only because multiple reasons. Couple of reasons why. One, oh, did this? It did hit TP2 with that fib level expansion. See? Right there. And that wick. That's why I marked it off. TP2, that's there 100%. Every time. I'm gonna get that off. I'll leave that there just for reference. But we got a down arrow on S&P, but we in an uptrend. So after this mess that just happened, see, that's why I thought I was catching. I thought I was catching it going to that, but it didn't. See how it's dropping right now? So we got it between 8 and 9. Ooh, hold on. I don't have a zone that it bounced off though. That is risky. Here's a couple of things that this could be. So if you took it and you're comfortable with it, go for it. I can't take it for a couple of reasons. Even though this kind of could be considered a zone, a resistance zone, it's very weak. However, for training purposes, I don't have a resistance zone to do a bounce arrow go, to do a counter trend trade on arrow strategy number 6. Because technically it is, but I don't have a zone. And I'm on a live account, by the way, too. So don't think I'm trading demo and I'm just taking trades just to take them because I don't care about my money. I'm in my live too. Okay, so that loss, I am mad about it because it's a loss, but I'm gonna get it back. With that live, excuse me, with this, I don't have a resistance zone to do bounce from a zone, arrow, go. Okay, that's why I can't take it. But if you do have a zone, okay, for training purposes, if you do have a zone, that's valid. That's a valid counter 6, that's a valid counter trend trade strategy number 6 of arrow. And what that strategy means is if you have a bag entry, okay, in between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or Daylight Savings Time, you could take the trade for 20 pips. It's taught on the currency pairs, okay? But as you can see, it is also valid for an index as well. It just depends on if it's 20 or not. So if you would have got in, I would say spread got you in right here. That's 20 pips. Okay, that is 20 pips. All right, so if you had a zone and you could do it, great. If you didn't have a zone and you still did it, great. But for purposes of this call, I don't want to put y'all in other risky situations. I just did it at market open, so I will wait. But that looks good. Okay, that looks good. That's strategy 6. On 15 minutes, it's on an uptrend on Euro GPY. Yeah, I see that. I see that, and I'll explain. Um, German 30 chart retracing on 23.6. Is that a valid buy? Anything off of 23.6, be very wary of that fib level. The zone disappeared on S&P. Yeah. Appreciate you, Chris. I do. Um, I would not take anything off of 23.6. No, no, no. Mm-mm. No, not now. 23.6 fib level is price can usually range on it and then make a determination on which way it wants to go. So like this here, see how it's closing for me, this drop? So a couple of things I just said as to why I'm not taking it at this time because of the strategies that I'm doing, but I could possibly get in the sell for another reason. I don't have a zone here. Okay. Don't have a zone, can't take the bag. Trade. You want to make sure you learn the strategy right. Okay. I got my cross here on this Bollinger. That is a strong drop. That's great. However, we're going against trend. I'm trying not to go against the trend of the time frame right now. We're supposed to be going up. But it is in retracement. It is in pullback right now. Based off of the H1, as you can see. Okay. So based off the H1, as you can see with this big pullback down, all right, this is my 23.6 fib level. If it closes below this fib level here, I can anticipate it going to the 38.2, which is just about to hit it. Okay, just about to hit it. The way that strat works, okay, the way that strat works though, I have to have closure. Okay, gotta have closure. So if it closes and has not touched this 38.2, then I can hop in for a quick scalp sale. All right. But if it decides to wick out and come all the way back up, then I might not be able to get in there. Okay. So I need to look for a way to get in to possibly hit this 38.2 if it doesn't already do so. Now, once it hits 38.2, that's a valid retracement. That's a valid pullback. Okay. Then you could potentially start looking for ways if it starts to show it wants to restart its uptrend. All right. But the way it's pushing, like it pretty much was like, no, this move is not valid yet. The way it's pushing, see how I got real close to this 38.2, y'all? It probably will cross over it. All right. But the way it's pushing, it might want to come down to this arrow MA. Okay, which is good because then we got a strat 8 setup happening. Okay. So that's that's the only reason why I don't look at 23.6. I focus more on anything after that as valid pullbacks, and then look for your fib strat like a candlestick formation or something to hop into the trade. That's 38.2. It's probably about to hit that TP. Now, if it closes below the 38.2, I'm more inclined to believe it's going to come to this 50. Fib level breakouts is what this is. All right. So let's see. I want my look at the chat. Bet. Glad y'all caught that. I gotta tell you, I've only been working with the fib since October. Again, shout out to Al Mittman from the Hawkeye group. I told y'all he the one that taught me fib extension. But like I said, I'm always a student. So Nate taught me a lot. Al, Matt, Cash, all these people, Dante, everybody that you guys see on these talk, we learn from each other. We learn from each other. But I like the Fibonacci because that's just the way I think. I'm a numbers gal, and I like not precision per se, but I like patterns, and the Fibonacci ain't nothing but cycles and patterns throughout all of nature, and it applies in the financial market. So, and I found that if you learn Fibonacci and can master it, you could trade any financial market, anything with a chart, right? So if y'all into futures, throw a fib on a futures chart, E-minis, S&P 500, E-mini, go for it. You could do it, binary options, stock options, anything with a chart. As long as you throw fib on there and you master that, you good to go. All right, boom. There we go. We got the 38.2 valid retracement. So I'm going to leave that one. No, this is the chart I'm trading from. So, and it hit that 100% on that extension. Ain't that something? Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of this fib. It already hit 38.2. That's a TP. If we were catching it. This is what it looks like right here. So it did come down. I wish I had a zone to really do that properly for y'all. But I gotta trade what I see on my chart. This is that TP of 38.2 being hit right here. All right. But if you want to do fib level breakouts, I would do it from the time frame. The fact that it's on the M5 and you can see the break right here and then it drops, that doesn't always happen. I can tell y'all that right now. I've seen it where it can break your line on the M5 and then turn around and go right back up, signifying it's not a closure based off the H1. So don't think that just because you see it happen right now that's how it always happens. It don't. So that's why I say if you draw your fib from the H1, then you trade off of the H1 based on that fib level breakout. You want to do it off of the M5 like what you see here, and I can do the same thing there. So 23.6 already been pulled back. 38.2, I'm going to leave that there. Let's do this. See, this move is 100% almost. Almost. If it don't break this zone, which it probably will, which it probably will. Here, this is example. See how this fib line, I need to draw this on clean chart, sorry, because I keep doing it on the same chart, and I need to leave that there for that one setup there. Where's my clean S&P? Here we go. Let me do this. All right, here's what S&P really looks like. Okay, so let me click this lowest point here because it's the low of the day. Ooh, it looked like I want to make a new low of the day. All right, now this is what the actual S&P move looks like. Okay, drawing your fib differently based on what you see on the chart. Okay, this is strat 8 setup right now of Fibonacci for S&P. Why? I took the lowest point price was below the AIRO MA to the highest point that price is above the AIRO MA, which is right here, and then it drops and it pulls back. Now that it's pulled back, look at where it is now. So honestly, if I would have drew it for the M5, I could have done fib level breakouts, but it's oh well. It's kind of hard to think of everything you can take a trade on when you're trying to show people and teach people stuff and take a live trade. But with that being said, I'm gonna leave this right here because I feel like we might be able to catch this going right back up. When I go right back up, I'm going back to zero. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna leave this set up right here on this chart. So as you can see, we got pretty much a real close to the 61.8 fib level, which what I said is the golden ratio. All right, everybody loves 61.8. Okay, if you guys don't know anything about Fibonacci, I highly recommend you watch Nate's video on AIRO about strategy 8. And it's a part 1 and a part 2. Watch part 1 because it's very important. He just gives you a basic background on what Fibonacci is. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Rejection off of this 61.8. Yes, that zone is about to disappear though. I don't care. I got a rejection. Give me another one. Show me something that we're going back up. S&P, don't make me out to be a liar. Don't do it to me. By the way, so again, while I'm waiting for this thing to give me another bullish entry, this is the way I drew it. Fib level breakout. See how it broke 23.6? It came and it touched 38.2 of this time frame, by the way, of this time frame. Touched it. That's TP. Next candle, which is the bag entry alert that we got. So really, when I saw that, I should have just drew my fib, but it is what it is. I got the closure below the 38.2 plus the bag entry alert. Oh, that was explaining my push down. And what did it do? Went to the 50, TP'd, right? Then it's sitting on this support zone, okay? Even though it closed below the 50, I wouldn't necessarily have assumed that it would go to 61.8, which it actually didn't touch it. It barely got there. And then it's turning around now. Wicked out now, it's turning around. So let's see what this thing does here. And I need to zoom in so I can see what's bullish and what's bearish. So it just turned 10 o'clock, that zone gone. We got that rejection. Let's see what happens. I might get another rejection before it comes back up. So we'll see. You got this push, bullish candle. Where are you going to close at? You going to wick out? Oh, while I'm waiting for that, let me look at what you got in the Q&A. Should have bought. 61.8 level is on the 200 EMA. Oh, I don't have my 200 on here. Good looking out, Mark. Let me throw that on here. Good point. See, when you over here trying to look at all these setups, that's what we here for, family. Help us sister out. Let me put that 200 on here. There we go. Yup. Oh, yes, it did. It bounced right off of that 200. Make sure it don't fake me out, though. Even though you saying we should have bought, I'm cautious. So hold up. Oh, yeah, that thing did go up. Yeah, hold on, hold on. Hold on. This is the M1 with a, okay, yeah, I'm going to hop into this one because I got that indecision candle. Ooh, no, not a .05. What is you doing, Jackie? All right, now let's see. I took that buy. Let me see what happened. All right, so with that buy, I took the buy based off of this little uh indecision candle right here, right on the 50. But dang, look at where my entry is. That's kind of high. Jeez, I hate that. All right, so with that being said, see our price came to that 61.8. Since I'm using fib right now, my stop loss is 71, one fib level down, which is about 83 pips. Okay, and then my TP is 0, which is about 115 pips. All right, and let's see what that do. Thanks, Mark, for the shout out on the 200 because I completely forgot to put that on my chart. All right, bet. Appreciate you. Okay, got my trade in. GJ looking like that. I don't know if I want to look at that no more. And let's just see what happened. Like I said, that's 83 pips, so it is what it is. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Hey, Crystal, what's gold doing? You know what, Crystal? I don't know. I have not looked at gold in a minute. So let's see. Okay. I'm a little late on gold, y'all. I was focused on my S&P. Yeah, thanks, Steven. Yep. I forgot to have my 200 on there. Would I have entered at the 38.2 for a sale? Yes. I think I went over that, but yes, based off the M5, yes. If I saw that at that point. But I would have did it not only off the strength of the closure, but because I had a bounce arrow go. Well, an arrow alert signifying momentum was in my favor, so it would have been a small scalp like you see, but it would have been a nice one. These are actually just happen to line up pretty nicely. Okay. And then somebody said gold, so I don't have gold on my charts because I don't trade gold, but I can look at gold for you and see what's up. If I have it, which I don't think I do. So let me go find it. Gold on the, yeah, oh yeah, I didn't have it on here. There it go. And let's see here. On the M5 is what y'all talking about. Now, I gotta tell you, oh, well, it's dropping, looks like on the H1. Good Lord, have mercy. Gold done fell out the daggone sky. And that drop on S&P is not in my favor, y'all. Not in my favor at all. Huh. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It already came to 38.2 on the H1. Oh. Sorry, wait a minute, y'all. I need to see what this is doing first. Interesting. All right. Yeah. I feel like they all want to pull back today. This thing might close below this 200. Hmm. I'm gonna see. Ooh, that's a bearish engulfing. Let's see what this do right here. And I need to wait and see, because if it closed below it, I might need to hop on out. Even though my stop loss is right here, that's only one fib level down, which is normally what I would do. So it would be nice if this still stays as a rejection and actually makes a support zone possibly appear here, then I'll feel a lot better about this trade. All right. While that's doing that, new candle. Uh, what was it on gold? Good Lord, gold done fell out the sky, y'all. What was y'all? Whatever zone was there was gone now. Um, looks like all of them want to come on out. Looks like all of them want to come on out. This is what gold looks like right now from off the H1. I could just tell y'all I'm not as familiar with gold because honestly I can't follow gold's trends as well as I do the other assets. So that's the only reason why. But whew, look at that. That's a nice one. You know what? Was there news at 10 o'clock today? Because I typically forgot about that. I did not know that there was news at 10 o'clock. But let me know and see. Yeah, I know, right? Gold is a no-go. I do trade M's and W's when I can see them. when I can see them. Um, and I'll I'll put this here on an M's and W thing. I could see M's and W's a lot easier on higher time frames than I can on lower time frames, if that makes sense. Honestly, it probably doesn't, but I'll give y'all an example. Um, who did it? Who did an M that we caught last week? Somebody did the M. It was one of the indices. I think it was Nas. I think it was Nasdaq, and I will bring that up for y'all to see what I'm talking about. And but it was a break of an M that was being waited on. Honestly, I do have Nasdaq showing. I just gotta find it in my chart here. There it is. Okay. So here is NASDAQ on H1. It was an H4M. There it is right here. So this is like last week or 2 weeks ago. So we had this M that formed on the H4. Okay. I could clearly see that M, and you had the break, the neckline break here, right here, and then it dropped. And you had an AIRO alert giving you momentum and stuff like that. So those are the kinds of M's and W's that I can clearly identify that I trade. And it's on a higher time frame. And I was expecting it to be a pullback anyway at that time. So that's the only thing. But other than that, it's just you catch them when you can. That's a W. Clearly you can see it, but sometimes it's hard to catch them and see what they are. But I do. Red folder USD. Okay, thanks. Appreciate that, y'all. Say, Jennifer, you started using the zigzags that you showed us last week and it helped you see. Yeah, it does. I'll put zigzag up in a minute. Yes, Lucretia, thank you. I was thinking like, what was my other setup that I was going to do? Let's see. Ooh, I got an alert for Euro USD. Don't nobody like that pair. Don't nobody like this pair. All right, here's a bounce arrow go on Euro USD. But here it is. Oh, come on. How many pips to the zone you got? Ooh, you almost had 20. You got about 18. So that could have been a go. If we would have caught that in earlier. I don't remember seeing an alert pop up for it earlier, though. So that was interesting. But let me see. Let me throw the fractal. Thank you all for reminding me. That was the other setup I was looking for. And there. All right. So here's my S&P. Ooh, that thing is dropping. All right, well, we got 2 rejections off of this. So that might be in our favor. Might be in our favor. Huh. I'm looking at this for a second. Hold on. That's turning bearish engulfing. Golly. I'm feeling like I'm catching a cold. Maybe allergies or something. I gotta find music for y'all too. Sorry. I thought I had it, but couldn't play it for some odd reason. Okay. It's almost, we got 4 minutes left in this one. We'll see what it do. Maybe that's gonna be a rejection or not. Huh. Interesting. Okay. The other setup. This. My fractals. My zag. And that 200 that I forgot to put down on the lower time frame. So here's that M break. Here's the M break, and then it's stopping at the 200 where it is. And if it's possibly going to continue to come down again, honestly, especially if this thing breaks below that 200. And if it does, it probably will come down to this support zone, which is the discount level here around this 88.6. So if this thing closes below this 200, which it probably will, I'm probably gonna hop out this trade and then wait again for another entry that I gotta make up. Not a good Tuesday. This sucks because I swear I was on fire this morning. And then I come on here and it's like, nope, not today, Jackie. Okay. So, yes, but that's my zag, that's my fractal. I do like that this M break right here on the zag. You can see it. Yup, there it go. That's gonna hit my stop loss before I can get there. Yup, sure is. Yep, it sure did. And then just decided to go all the way down. Gots to be more careful. So, geez, that's two. I do not having a good day this morning. All right, well, let's work this out. I'm not gonna freak out. This is not a typical day. We're gonna see what we can find. Oh gosh, only because these currency pairs ain't really moving for me. None of them, honestly. Everything's in a wicking out. I'm not even gonna look at US 30 or none of them because those things will break an account. So let me see what I can find. Ricky, you funny. I just said it. I'll look. I'll look. But let's see. I really want to caution it only because I don't want to take a trade on there and get y'all into anything that something risky just because I want to make up my loss. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not something for y'all. But I see US 30 here. Here's US 30 on the M5. I got my fractals and I got my zag line on. And I see it's messing with this 200. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 1, 2, 3 W end. So honestly, it could. Oh, this is the other way using it. Drawing a fib using your zag line. It's below the 61.8. Let me do that. Ooh. Those are buys. Okay. I have a closure. We got a drop. I'm going to see if I can hop in. Oh, hover around that 71. It's moving too fast for me down there. Let me go down here. Ah, okay. This is the M1 on US 30. That looks a lot different. Lot different. 1, 2, 3. Lot different. Hmm. Interesting. It's on that 71 now. Hmm. Give me. Give me that. Oop, here we go. Okay. Ooh, too much. Too much of a zoom. Too much. I'm trying to see my fib levels and this. So I got that 30 that drop. We got AIRO May crossing that 200, which is why we dropped. And it looks like it's still gonna push this down. I don't know if y'all say that this line does push. If it wants to continue pushing the trend down, it will do that. I did not get a closure below 71, not until right now, possibly. So it may go down to 78.8, but I don't know how much strength it has to push down here. I feel like it wants to come to the support zone, but it may or may not. And let me see what's on the M5. This is what it looks like on the M5. I don't have anything stopping me from going to that zone, I'll tell you that. Interesting. All right, let's sit there for a bit. What is this doing? Oh, it did. It went all the way to that zone. Golly. Got to be more careful, Jackie. All right. Yes, small amounts count. Appreciate you, Garmin. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Okay, Alberto, I feel you. It's picking up orders, still gonna drop. Okay, you talking about US 30, Alberto, or you talking about NAS? Let me know. And then Makuo, are you in on GBP JPY? No, I'm not. Why would I be in on that one? Of course, NAS. No, I'm not on GBP JPY. Remember, I think when you first mentioned it, it was going up. So it had this engulfing going up. And I was like, I don't know what it's really going to do. And then it turned around and dropped. So no, I didn't go in there. Um, let's see. All right. Got a little indecision candle right here off the M1. Looking at this off the M5. Push up. I might hang out on US 30 and make up my pips because boy, S&P played me twice today. Golly. I don't know. S&P might not be my friend no more. This is that. Came all the way down to that 88.6 discount. Discount. I have all this pressure here. Oh, the 5 crossing that 200. Okay. All that downward pressure, I see. Now give me some upward movements, please, so I can catch these pips before the end of this call. Man, bands is wide open. Wide open. Let me get rid of these. This was 61.8, so yeah, it did hit. Okay. All right. Now, I've reset myself up. So, catch these going the way I want. And the only other thing I want to look at, so you got that M break there, still dropping. The only thing I want to look at is this. Okay. I did mark it for, make sure I marked it here. 61.8. close to this 71, 78. Did I hit? Oh no. That. And this one. Oh, did I not hit it? No, I didn't. There we go. All right. Whew. Okay. Got to get my head back right. I'm not comfortable with that. I want to make sure we get everybody back in profit. All right. So, yeah, I see it continuing to drop. So I marked off my discount levels. 88. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it's doing that, but we'll see. All right, Naz. I'll bring up Naz. Hold up. And then G Chef, thoughts on it dropping to support H4. Okay, Alejandro. Let me get you on your G Chef real quick because I have it here. H4. Yeah, that thing look like it's going dropping. Yep. Ooh, that's an M break right there. Look like. Here. If y'all can see that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop. Yeah. So it just might. It just might go to that support zone. It just might. And it's on an uptrend though, so be careful because it is counter. But if you draw your fib, lowest point is here to the highest point here. You're sitting at a discount level here right now. So it may get there because that's the most extreme discount level. But if you've already been catching, you know, you've been eating good, so you could probably hop out at any given time when it wants to start to pull back again. I'm not for sure if it's actually going to get down there, to be honest with you, but they might. It might. Let's see here. All right. Yes, got to be more careful. All right, Alberto, we're gonna look at this NAS. Let me look at my US 30. We still dropping. S&P still dropping. I need to hop in on this drop somehow. I feel like I missed it because I was doing something else, thinking it was going up. Mm, 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 mm. This is the M5 fib, by the way, and it came 100% M5 fib, and it came 100%. So this is a new trend. If it closes and closes it below that support zone, that's what that means. So that's interesting. In this one candle, it went 3 fib levels. Wow. Okay. And then now US 30. Got 2 rejections off of the 71, which is, I think, similar to what happened here. 1, 2, drop. Huh. But that passed the 200. Okay. I'll see what this is doing. And let me throw NAS on there because I need to catch my pips. Ugh. I am off my game today. It's almost like when I have a nice trade earlier, go to sleep, wake up in pips, I'm good and I'm feeling all nice for y'all. And I try and catch pips with y'all, and it's like mind block takes place. It's crazy. It shouldn't even be like that. Before I was on a roll. Let's see what's up. Well, Nas, I don't even think Nas believes in the fib right now, the way this thing was looking. All right, this stuff right here that Nas is doing, this is all ranging. I couldn't even draw a fib on this. Okay, so what it did today, it looked like a breakout. All right, it broke out and it's shooting back down like it wants to get rid of this zone here. Let me see. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get to it. You marked off 13599 as TP1. Well, you might get it. Might, Alberto. You might. And the only reason why I say that is if you drew your fib right here, this before, and then it started ranging. So also this is that 23.6 I was telling y'all. See how it ranges on it? It ain't an actual break, it ain't an actual pullback. It just was ranging. That's one way to see it. And then it came out and it's dropping down. So honestly, 13,596 might be right there, Alberto, but you gotta get through this support. Let's see if it breaks through that support for you. Range, breakout. This H4, if it closes below that 23.6, that's more in your favor for sure. So let me look at AUD USD. I know we got an alert, but AUD USD is really slow moving. And if it's not 20 pips to the zone, I can't take that trade. So when this starts here, oh, come on. It's like maybe 10 pips to the zone. 12. So you got 12 pips. I won't take it. It is a bounce arrow go. But I won't take it. It's only 12 pips to the zone. If it's 20 or more, then you're good. Only because you can get into the static right up in here. That's why, and then it could also possibly just reverse on you as well. So that's why I wouldn't necessarily take it. I need to catch some pips on this thing now. Yeah, that's a small M inside of a W. Okay. Yes, it does. Gold does correlate with the Australian dollar. Shout out to you, Demetrius. Deborah, hey girl, on the M15, yeah. And then USD CAD can be a continued sell. Possibly with the strong wick up and then turn around. Yep, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Especially with the fake out that they just pulled on everybody. And then there was a big bearish engulfing, somebody said, on S&P, on the M15. Yeah. Where's my clean one? Well, we made a new low of the day. Gots to be more careful. I know I said that I needed to look and like it. Come on. That's the third time this thing did this. That's what am I trying to say? I know last week I said something about how the indices do not like it when a low is made during London session and they want to make their own high and low during their own session, typically. And sure enough, it did it today. Anyway, gots to be more careful. I know I keep saying it, but dang, that's 2 down. I need to come up. And we got an hour and 30 minutes left. Let's make something happen. Make something happen. Bearish engulfing. Oh, okay. You might be referring to this one. Or this one. There you go. Okay. Yeah, from the high. Yeah. Yes. It's very hard to monitor multiple time frames all at once. But yes, I see it. If I would have paid attention at that time or maybe caught it, it would be nice. On a higher time frame, AUD USD is on a massive buy. Possibly. I will say this. Somebody mentioned gold and AUD USD. So here's the thing. AUD USD is on a downtrend on the H1. On the daily, you see how we got 3 and 3? All right. If you look at AUD USD's time frame chart, it should look eerily similar to gold. Okay. So I'm going to do this. All right. So daily gold, eerily similar. Okay. That move up. And if we're looking at AUD USD, you got that move up. Well, of course, this is COVID, but still got a couple of days pull back and then goes up. If you zoom out on gold, This is cool. We got that drop a couple of days, got that little pullback, and then up. Very similar. Got this pullback here, and then you got that pullback there. Gold was just a lot stronger. Okay, but gold is moving up technically, so whatever drop we see today could be just a pullback. Could be just a pullback, but gold's been on its way up, so it could be pulling back now because it needs to retrace. So that's that. So I would agree with that thought process, but that is what you want to pay attention to: gold and AUD USD. All right, y'all. So, tweezer bottom on NASM 5 and a strong rejection on NASM 13. Okay. Okay. I love y'all with y'all candlestick formations. I am starting to learn about my dojis and stuff more. But I prefer the railroad and the engulfing because those are the easiest ones for me to spot. Okay, look at NAS pop turning around. So where's my US 30 doing? There we go. So it did come back down to the 78.8 discount level, and it's coming back up. I'm going to focus on this US 30 because I want to catch my pips back that I lost with S&P. I mean, a $10 move on US 30 will give me my money back quick. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections off of this 71. Give me a closure above this 200. This is what it looks like on the M1. What you got, Garland? US 30, 61.8 respected. Bet. Off the H1G, I believe there is a retrace. S&P near the info. All right, bet. All right, y'all. US 30 and S&P. Yes. This is what my S&P looks like off the M5. I think I drew this M31 off the M5 as well. Yes, I did. Okay. So I want to make sure they're both doing the same thing. Here's the M1. I just got a closure above the AIRO MA on US 30 on the M1 at 61.8. This is why I ain't jumping in yet. I want some momentum in my favor. This is what S&P looks like in that setup. This is what S&P looks like here in that setup. Where's my... Interesting. I'm going to be real worried if this AIRO MA comes to this 200. I'm going to be real worried about that. Let's see here. There is another trade coming, y'all. It is. I just got to get comfortable to get into the trade I want. So bear with me, y'all, but it is coming. Get off here these fibs because this is not the one I want. All right. So I can't even draw a fib on NAS because it done pulled back like 100%. So NAS is going to be off the strength of whatever is appearing. Fractal. Interesting. Let me do this. Counter trend fib. Now I got a 23.6 pullback. And matter of fact, do this and break. I like this one better. Here's my zag. There. M5 sell. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. 23.6. Go. This is bothering. This concerns me right here. This AIRO MA being so close to that 200. If it's turns around, I mean, if it continues to close like below it, I mean, if it crosses, strong move down, like what happened here. Okay, so let's see what it's do. I got my thing here. We got a bullish engulfing closure above that. Oh, somebody put it in the community. Okay, bet. Oh, gee, I forgot what I said. I'm sorry. What were you telling me? It was, what are you answering yes to me for again? I'm sorry, I got in the zone looking for a trade. Let me know. I think you said something about S&P on the 61.8. I can't remember what you said. This one is what you were talking about, right? I can't remember what this is. No, this is not 61.8. These are those discount levels, 71, 78, 88.6. But I think it was from when I drew something else. Okay, H1. Got you. Got you, got you, got you, got you, got you. All right. Whew. Let's go. What can we do? Nas is not talking nice. US 30. Possibly. Possibly. This is S&P. We got the fractal confirmation. I feel like we just going down. I ain't going to be able to hop into it up. Even though it's been respected. So we'll see. We got to see. I got to see. I think I need to come down to an M1 time frame though. And start scalping. Yep. Whoopsie. Okay, 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 okay. Too many things to look at. All right. Let's go see if I can catch some pips on this thing. Coming off of the AIRO MA, we got a fractal. The ZAG ain't dropped yet. This is US 30 off the M1. What does it look like on the M5? Ooh, railroad. Engulfing. I ain't got no support zone. Going to the support zone. I'm going to go ahead and take this for the sell as soon as this candle closes. Because if I jump in sooner and it wicks out on me, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad. And this is, just to be on the safe side, let me make sure I know where I'm at. Right at that AIRO MA. Not yet then. Not yet. Good thing I checked. The only reason why I checked is this. If I was on the M5 and I wanted to take that thing for the sale to the zone, let me see. It already came there. What are we doing? Okay, boo. Okay, Alejandro, good. I swear, man, I'm glad I was right about something. I be trying to, my mind is working like really, really fast, and I feel like I'm missing things I normally wouldn't miss. But it is what it is. But I'm glad that worked out for you. So here's the thing. Okay, that's the AIRO MA off the H1, even though it respected it. Okay. However, I have this right here. So it already came down to the AIRO MA and it came back up. And so I was looking to see if this was going to come on down again and if I was going to be able to hop in to take it to the zone here. That's what I was looking to do. So that's why I was kind of curious, but this AIRO MA is in my way. So if it's in my way, it may continue to just bounce off of it. So possibly. And then here's the new candle here going back up. So if I would have got in for the sell, we would be in drawdown. Y'all wouldn't be happy with me. I wouldn't be happy with me. This is why I wait. This is why I wait. Let me see. S&P. Oh, still got a bunch of pressure pushing down. Hmm. All of that. Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right, y'all. I need a trade. I need a trade. US 30. Give it to me. A good one. A good one, good one, good one. Let's see where we go. Oh, I forgot to check something. What it look like on the H4. Okay. Not bad. Wow. Definitely gonna send a ticket. Definitely gonna send a ticket about that. That's the first time that's happened to me multiple times like that. Um, oh, I think somebody asked me if I was in a GBP trade. I'm not. You know what? It's because I created a template when I was in the active trade. I think that's why that still stays there. So I need to get out of that. I need to fix my template. So my bad for any confusion who thought I was in that trade. Mm, let's see. Let me see. What's up with the chat? No, we good? They are. They are. I don't know. I will tell y'all though. Oh, while we waiting for this trade to appear. While we waiting for this trade to appear. Um, this is a nice railroad appearing. Okay, while we're waiting for this trade to appear, because I feel like it is finally for us. Okay, especially if it's coming off of this 50, so it already done pulled back. What does it look like on the M1? One, two, three, four. This zag line should appear down when this comes. Oh, it moved it. Never mind. Thought it was going to appear this down, but it moved the trend. So now I don't know if it's actually telling me to turn around and go down, or am I going up for the last leg of this W? If you can see what I'm talking about. This here. One, two, three, four. That's what I was looking at. So might be in my favor. Might be in my favor. Yeah, might be in my favor. Come on. Close. We got 2 minutes. No, don't wick out on us. Don't do that. Get some power. Get some strength. There we go. Got some oomph in you. Come on. Break through this little zone here and let's push this trend going up. That's what I would like to do. If we can get through this zone and at least to the next fib level, that's about 200 pips. That's about 200 pips. However, just so y'all are aware, if we do that, and right here, it breaks that long, you got about 150 pips, honestly. Right here? Oh yeah, that's about 200 pips. However, if it goes back against us, it's about 290 pips. So just be aware. All right, for that's US 30. So we got the bag Mount Arrow going up. Okay, but it's struggling at this resistance zone. So that's why you got to be careful. So and then you got your railroad. You know, it might form another one. I don't know. Let me go look at S&P now. It's hovering on this extremely discounted line. And I feel like S&P might be more to, or might be a safer bet as far as drawdown is concerned, but will take longer to get back what we lost. But I might be able to accept that with the drawdown. So this is the M1 on S&P right now. That's US 30. I'm not even paying attention to Nas, not after it decided to do what it wanted to do. Let me see. We got pressure still. Ooh, still got pressure. Everything crossed that 200. And we sitting on zones. So I need this thing to move up. Golly, we got how many minutes? 45 minutes left in the call. Good gracious. See what happens. Euro NZD popping up. Is it? Okay, because I didn't have no alerts for it. What on the M15? Oh, good gracious. It sure did. Ain't nothing I could do about that now. But you had a bounce arrow go H1, so that took care of that for you. And you got an H4 alert. So that would explain that for sure. You still got 100 pips, to the zone. But it's in a downtrend. So that would be a counter trend trade. You want to be careful of that. But good deal. You might be able to catch it. All right. Man, oh man. Oh, we are ranging. Okay. We are ranging. Mm, mm. Ain't nothing I could do here. Golly. Wish I would have got into those a little sooner and not take that risky trade. Now that other one, though, I thought the second one was good, though, but good gracious. All right, y'all. Well, we got 45 minutes left. I know there's one more trade in here. I'm going to see if I can catch it. Otherwise, it's going to have to be in the afternoon. But I think I need to tell y'all a couple of things. I don't know if y'all saw in the bag chat that Dante is coming back. He's going to be trading New York session. I don't know what time he's going to do it. I haven't confirmed with him yet. But with that being said, I'm probably going to be trading the money zone breakouts like around the beginning of the money zone. So I'll probably be focusing on those and the Asian session breakout sessions. So when Dante starts taking back over New York session, I'm probably going to go back to that time. Probably not at the same time as Nate, but maybe a little bit before him. So that's most likely what I'm going to be doing. Okay, yeah, we're ranging because I just got to buy and a sell, see? Yep. Mm, mm, mm. Golly. I need a trade, and I know one is coming. I know one is coming. Huh. I saw this move on S&P. Ah, we got a drop happening. Okay. Are you railroading to finally drop and come past this? We got 10 minutes left in this hour candle. So we're going to see what happened. 10 minutes left in this hour candle and see what happens. It has not closed below the 50 yet, of course, because this is the H1. And it has not touched 61.8 yet. So this could still be the drop that US 30 wants to collect. and then possibly get in. So I'll know for sure in 10 minutes. And it's pulling back, it's pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Um, Interesting. Playing with this 200 too. Interesting. Trying to figure out which way we going. US 30, which way are we going? What was the other thing? Sorry. Let me make sure I get this on here. Okay. So, AIRO, this. Okay. I meant to see this too. So, same move. Touching that AMA. We're going to do this down here. There we go. Same drop, and we're dropping. So if we're dropping, okay, move this over. All right, I see that, and that's that. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to see is, oh, not this. I'm trying to make sure I set myself up and catch the right trade now. One more template. All right, here we go. All right, all that pressure. All that pressure. Okay. All right, let me see the Q&A. You're wonderful. You're welcome, Alejandro. I'm trying, dear. I'm a little mad I lost those 2 trades, though. Good Lord. I need a win here, y'all. Make me feel better. Yet another question regarding standard forex pairs. Would you rely on the 200 or the 21 moving average more? Honestly, it would be the 200 because I never really paid attention to the 21, just to be honest with you, based on experience. I like the 200 because it's been acting like a magnet as to where price wants to go to or bounce off from. So eventually price is going to come back to that 200. You'll see it a lot faster in the lower time frames than you would on the higher one, but it's always a magnet. Will the breakout sessions be live? Yes, darling, they sure will. They sure will. Um, Only because, like I said, Dante's coming over to do the New York session. You're welcome, Alejandro. Gosh, I love that name. I really do. Oh, there go the drop. That's NASDAQ dropping. No, that's NASDAQ. Hold up. But if NASDAQ is dropping, what's US 30 doing? There it go. Okay. Drop, drop. Everybody drop. Couldn't catch this NAS one, though. That was hard. It didn't even do a pullback. That NAS one was hard. Haven't been focused on NAS lately, y'all, so y'all gonna have to bear with me on that one. Let's see. And honestly, like, boy, I tell you, them breakouts was beautiful. I really like them. I swear, you saw what I said on just one of them, S&P, NAS, one of them. Got plenty of pips for the day, week, month. That's why I don't want to miss them anymore. So that's why I am getting up early. Not exactly London session, though. Not exactly. It just happened to work out that way today. But normally those things happen right at the beginning of the new money zone. So that's why I'm going to try and catch it. I'm not ignoring y'all in the chat. Hold on one second. Let me just look. I'm seeing that US 30 is respecting that AIRO MA, boy. I got this railroad going on telling me, I feel like this railroad is telling me that I should be dropping. Because NAS done took off and melted like it ain't nobody's business. You know what? Oh man, I am probably missing something. And I'm gonna leave y'all with something. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I am not worried about those 2 losses today off of them M5. Here's why. Y'all see this big, beautiful, bearish candle that Nas is doing right now? Right. See my Bollinger Band was coming out of this ranging consolidation. And it wants to what? Break out. It is breaking out. And it is breaking out down. And this is the current H4 candle. So the new H4 candle starts at 2 o'clock. Okay? And this is what I'm going to sit with you. If I cannot find a safe trade for us to get into prior to this call being over, I know you can get into this trade later. Okay? Or if you want. I mean, I'm not giving y'all financial advice, so sorry about that, but this is what I'm going to do. Okay? Because I want to make my money back. This is on NAS. This is the H4 candle, very strong bearish candle. Okay? It's breaking out. Okay, from this ranging. That's why I said I can't draw my fib on it because it's been ranging all these days, right? But with this break, all right, candle closes as low as it is right now, even where it's at, it may be lower. As long as it closes like that, I'm going to take my sell. Where I'm going to go, I have no idea at this time, but it will be a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. That's what it will be. So for instance, AIRO MA, highest point AIRO MA, right here. Okay. Highest point of AIRO MA on NAS, boom, boom. I know it's a lot on the chart. I know it's a lot, but just bear with me. Lowest point, highest point, and it's dropping. So it's 23.6, right? What I believe will be to our benefit is in these 4 candles, this 4-hour candle here, which stops at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern. As long as that thing closes where it's at, or maybe even below this 23.6, that is bearish pressure, and I will be setting my TP for this fib level, 38.2. Okay? And the reason why is because, one, I'm doing this off of the H4, so the trend, the movement and stuff like that is stronger. Okay? 2, it is coming off of a resistance zone. 3, if that 2 o'clock candle opens down here, this is a potentially confirmed fractal high, okay, with a bearish engulfing candle. All right, the fractal strategy, okay. As long as this 2 o'clock candle doesn't decide to turn around and go back up and form a new high, that is a confirmed fractal, okay. And then it keeps dropping. All right, I'm leaving that trade with y'all. If I can't find a trade that I deem comfortable enough for me to jump in and make up those pips now, that I believe that trade will take care of it. Okay, but again, if you try it in demo, if you're comfortable with live and you're willing to risk it, go for it. Whatever you want to do, I'm just gonna leave that with y'all. Okay, so that's the makeup for the trade that I just did. Closing in on the 200 MA on the H4. Thanks, Mark. I tell you, because I don't have my templates up, I need to let me put that 200 on here. Mark, good looking out, man. You're helping me out. Because you see, I got my mind is going 30 miles. That's not even that fast. 80 miles per hour. There you go. Yes. And we got that magnet. We got that magnet. I'm honest. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe not even the 38.2, but that 200 could be first TP if it doesn't already get down there by then, you know. So keep an eye on that. Let me go back and let me just see. All right, so we had that railroad, right? This is US 30, and it's dropping down. Oh man, sorry y'all. That's my dog in the background. I apologize. I can't stop her from barking either. Hold on one second, you guys. Give me one second. We're going to take a 5-minute break. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. Look, I had to go get me some Mountain Dew to put some more pep in my step. So, uh, let me see. Let me know if y'all can still hear me, okay? Because I had to change my Am I taking that US 30 for a buy? What? Wait. Okay, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Put it in the chat that y'all can hear me, right? Because I had to change my headset too. Cool. Thank you. All right. Appreciate y'all. Got my Mountain Dew. Need to put a little pep in my step. I don't have no solo cup. Shout out to Nate. All right, y'all. So, how y'all feel about that NAS trade I just told y'all about? Did y'all follow what I was saying about it? Y'all good with that? All right, cool. Yeah. Justin, I know, right? We ain't gonna be losing, bruh. We ain't gonna be losing no more. Yep, they are. That's what I said. I got those from the Hawkeye session. Exactly. They're exactly, Charmaine. It'll be a beautiful trade. So here's the thing, y'all. Like, all right, so scalping wise, now I don't know if y'all remember, I prefer to trade off of the higher time frames because I actually don't like to be in the charts every day. I like to take one trade for like 1,000 pips and be done. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I trade the indices. When I'm on these calls with y'all, I try to scout with you because I'm really good at scalping, but apparently I've been off my A game with that. But so what it be said is if I can get y'all some of the higher time frame trades that I will take, then I feel like that'll make up. Whoo, look at that. S&P decided to drop out the sky while I was gone, y'all. Oh, that's just that. Okay. Let me get back on my game. Let me see what else we doing. Well, that just decided to fall to the moon. Okay, it ain't coming back apparently. Oh, the AIRO MA is getting ready to cross this 200. This thing ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. That's a second down arrow. It ain't coming back. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all something with that too. Look at we're gonna do the same thing, and we're gonna do that for okay. Yeah, that's bearish engulfing. It's coming to what? What is this? Oh, this is the 71, this is the 78, and here's the 88.6. That's what those are. I had to remind myself what level was what. All right, so the NAS trade, I'm totally taking that, making up for my pips. I ain't even gonna lie. And then I'm gonna be happy. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Beautiful trade, y'all. Now, with that being said, though, let me make sure I catch y'all. Let's look at S&P, and then let's see if you can actually do that on S&P as well. All right, looking like it, but I got a support zone in my way. Okay, so because I got a support zone in my way, it's not as clean of a trade. Okay, can't do that one. All right, I mean, you might be able to catch some pips, but it ain't clean like what you see here. Right, so that's why I'm not going. We can't do S&P on that way. And then if you want to look at US 30, which US 30 could be my friend here because this drop really isn't as extensive as what S&P did if this thing starts to curve going up. So US 30 might be in and of itself a whole nother beast. But that's why I did the NAS trade that way. But again, caution, you'll know that you're in against trend when you're in here. Okay. So this is you trading the pullback, but in a safer fashion. Okay. And the way you know you are against trend is because we have more green than red. Okay, it's strong. It's been strong for a long, long time. All right. So follow the bands. Like shout out to my girl Deanna. Follow the bands. When they are moving up, you want to go up. When they are constricted, they are in consolidation, waiting for the breakout, just like a box breakout. And when they want to expand again, that is when we are moving along. and this thing is going to expand down. So follow that trend. That's NAS. We talked about US 30. Let's look at, oh no, we talked about S&P. Let's look at US 30. All right, this is what US 30 looks like. I had this move here, and we got a fake out here. So if it does move, it will be after NASDAQ does theirs. So middle brother decides to move first, and then big brother may do the same. Doesn't mean that it will though, because what it could do is just come real close and then just shoot back up. So, and I love these higher time frames because you can kind of follow things a lot easier and just sit back and relax and catch your pips. So hold off on US 30, trade for the day, NASDAQ. Okay, trade for the day is NASDAQ. And then oh, absolutely, Deborah. Absolutely, I will. I'm going to definitely show it at 2 o'clock. I'll make sure I post it and stuff because I should still be home at that time. Oh wait, yeah, I should be home at that time. I'll be leaving afterwards. Let's see. Your 4H candle has already closed bearish engulfing. Well, technically, yeah, technically, and I guess you can't really see it here, but that's zooming in. This to me is bearish engulfing. You can't really see it. Let me zoom out. Maybe that might help. See this? A lot of times, here's two ways. Here's two ways I think of engulfing candles is if it engulfs the entire candle, like here. See how this one went up and this one came, started around the same place, and then engulfed the entire candle. Okay, that's a bearish engulfing candle. All right, but and this would actually be somewhat the same. All right, same thing, bearish engulfing. Here's a bullish engulfing candle. All right, bullish engulfing. Here's another one. All right, I could spot those easily. However, there are some people who I have chatted with, and this is a second way that they consider engulfing. I haven't really traded that way. It literally, I've only traded with it takes over the entire candle. But this little wick right here needs to be filled. And so if it starts right where it ended and then took off and took over, that is what other people sometimes call engulfing as well. That's not me, but that's another way that I've heard people call them. So that's the only two ways I've heard of it. If anybody's heard differently, let me know. But I usually just focus on whether or not it's the entire candle. All right. So yeah, that Nas trade is gonna be fabulous. I'm gonna let y'all know. And what time will my breakout sessions be? You know what, Ann? I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be midnight to 2 a.m. Eastern. That's what I'm thinking. Because I don't want to overlap on Nate's call, right? Because he starts an hour before London starts. But I got to make sure I'm catching that money zone breakout right at the beginning of the money zone if they do happen, which typically they do. Like I said, the one today, it was delayed. But normally they do happen within that first hour of the money zone. And I'm talking about the indices, the three indices. So, and I feel like that's when I want to do it. So I'm thinking midnight to 2 a.m. Eastern is what I'm going to do. I still got to talk with Nate and see if he's cool. Last time I talked to him, he was cool with that. It's either that or I would do like a 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern 2-hour time frame. That would be to catch any lingering money zone breakouts in case they didn't happen in the beginning. But also that's kind of when the US indices start moving a little bit more, and it's in the middle of London session. So I can kind of catch a couple of things at that time. But whatever works for y'all too. Absolutely, Garvin. All right. Bottom of the US 30 M5 indicates a support zone. Bet. Understand? Understand. Yeah, I see it. And now all of that is the Arrow MA right here from the H1. I see it. So it's been playing. It's got to make a move. It got to make a move somehow, some way. US 30 got to make a move. See, these wicks off of the Arrow MA. Yeah, I know. I'm keeping an eye out. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch something before this call ends, though. So sorry for y'all about that, but I might do. This is bullish. Just don't give me another railroad. That's what I don't want. Just don't do that. Even if I get uh M1. See, I got another arrow alert on the M1, but I'm all up in this zone. And here's my 200 acting like a little magnet. The bad thing about this is if you get into a trade, you don't know if it's actually going to come through this zone. You don't know if it's actually going to do that. It might just turn around and go against you and come back down again. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, especially on US 30. All right. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So that's why it's like, oh, it's going up. Why don't you hop in? Because I don't know if it's going to keep. I would have needed to hop in down there. Ooh, that's a railroad too. I would have needed to hop in down here. But then we got the closure over the arrow in May. But then what is it? I'm right in the zone. So that's why. Just it's messy down there right now. So patience is key. Patience is key. Okay, bounce arrow go on S&P though for the buy, even though we got one support zone. Got one zone to help me. That's funny. S&P was like, you might get a win on this, but probably not. Like I feel like if I jump in for that buy, S&P's gonna be like, nope, turn around, go back down again. So I'm gonna just wait and see because I don't know. M1 might be funny to me today. Boy, what I said, what I tell you? Nah, see, I'm good. Patience is key. Plus, I got this arrow in May getting ready to cross this 200. No, 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 no. Not a good thing. Um. Anyway, so y'all let me know in the chat in this chat or even in the arrow bag chat. Let me know what 2 hour time frame y'all want to be on. Y'all want to do midnight to 2 a.m. or y'all want to do 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. I have my preference, but I want to see what y'all say. So y'all let me know. And the focus is going to be Asian session breakouts and money zone breakouts. Pretty much it. I'm just going to catch scalp breakouts. If I see a swing setup like what I just told y'all, we could do them. If we catch bag entries while we do it, we're going to do them. But the focus is going to be on just powering through them arrow strats. And I'm telling y'all, I feel like a lot of y'all might not be using this money zone breakout and y'all leaving money on the table. So I feel like if y'all want to trade with me doing those, we could do them. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. So, well, tonight anyway. I'm going to take a nap and I'm going to get up and I'm going to see if I can trade. And I'll post it in the bag chat. So I will not be doing a call, but I will post it in the bag chat. Then I'm up and I'm looking and I'll let y'all know what I see. And then if it is what it is, then y'all can jump on there with me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Dante coming out with this information. I'm telling y'all it's 11:17. So oh gosh, see, this is why I don't hop into these trades, y'all. I got played twice already. Um, what is US 30 doing? Ooh, same thing. Same thing. And just coming closer. Closer and closer. And NASDAQ is inching back up, but we'll see what it does. The other thing is when Dante talking about him coming back from New York session and everything, we've been talking about, if y'all watched the last global update call for Auvoria Prime, we're going to be launching trade rooms. So Dante mentioned a date. I believe he mentioned a date. I can't say it because I got to go back to the bag chat and make sure he actually placed the date in there before I say it on this call to y'all because I ain't trying to get in trouble. But we're going to be doing binary. Okay, binary options. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, I've been more in binary options than I have been in Forex. That's why I've been looking for these H1, H4, and daily trades, because I ain't trying to be down there on the little smaller charts, scalping, unless it's those breakouts. Other than that, been doing binary, so that's gonna be nice when we launch that for everybody. So I'm gonna be in Dallas. So those of y'all that's in Dallas, when that flyer come out, hopefully I'll see y'all there. I'm gonna be in Orlando at the big Auvoria Prime event. So if y'all close to Orlando, hopefully see y'all there. In I for sure I believe in Dallas we're gonna be doing some live trading. So y'all get to trade together in person. Um, what else? What else? What else? So with those times that I told y'all about the breakout sessions, just let me know. Like I said, the focus is on the Asian session breakout and the money zone breakout. That's it. And then I might throw some, I might at that time, if we have already launched binary, then I'll probably be doing some binary trading as well on the call. So look out for that. And what else I want to tell y'all? There was something else I wanted to tell y'all, but I can't remember now. I'll let y'all know. But other than that, that's kind of what I'm looking for. It's 11:20. Everything's slowing down. I'm not finding anything safe for me to get into with y'all. I feel like that NASDAQ one gonna go ahead and make up for them pips. And kind of sucks that S&P ain't gonna do it. But it is what it is. Unless it breaks the zone. So if S&P breaks this zone, that's gonna be all good. All good. But H1 fib level, 88.6 fib level, that's what these are. Because I drew my fib on the H1. But this is what I want y'all to, yeah, right here. This is where S&P is playing at 71 fib level and it's turning bullish. And that's something. So I might have hope yet for S&P today. Might be hope. Might be hope for us by the end of the day, maybe. Let me see. Oh, Daniela, sorry. Let me look at this stuff here. Could I explain why I've used those fib levels, please? They're different from Nate's. Yes, absolutely. They are different from Nate's. Nate basically, and he might have additional thought processes as to why he did this. But if you look at the standard fib levels, they go 23.6, 38.2, 50, 61.8, 78.6, and then 100. And then you have zero at the beginning, right? And what Nate's fib levels are, you have no 23.6, you have 38, 50, 62, 79, 100, right? So he got rid of 23.6 because I agree with him. It's normally not a valid pullback. Strat 8 of the Fibonacci video is basically just trading the pullbacks. Trading the pullback meaning you're following the pullback to get back into following the trend. Because remember, all of AIRO is we're following the trend, right? So that's why he has those fib levels. And then I added fib levels on there. And so the fib levels that I added were ones that I got. One of them I got from someone else, the 71. And then the other two discount levels, I found them by Google. And I'm just saying, like, right here is 71 fib level I wrote down. And look what price at. Discount for the buy. If it turns around. So if it hits that 71 fib level and you can get in, it's going in your favor. You know what I mean? So that's why I like those additional ones, 71, 78.8, and 88.6, all found on Google. By the way, I was researching a lot on Google. Okay, so it's not like the very first, it wasn't like the very first, whatchamacallit, link or whatever that came up. I kind of went a couple of pages. After I found one, I went a couple of pages down, researching. So since it took me that long to get more information about them, I was like, either these are like super beautiful setup fib levels that everybody want to keep on the down low and don't nobody want nobody to know about them, or these fib levels are crap. Right? That's what I was thinking as I saw them. So I threw them on and I'm like, not looking like crap to me, boy. All last week, I'm like, that's set between that 71 and 88.6. it was fire. They were on point, so not looking like crap levels to me. So that's what those are, and that's why I have them on there. Look at David. Yes, yes, yes. David, what you saying yes to? Cause I'm like 10 minutes behind. let Let me know which one. You're welcome, Daniela. No problem, darling. Girl, I'm trying to just do better. Oh, the evening session. Well, oh, David, are you not in the U.S.? Because you said evening, so I'm taking that to mean, um, because I'm taking 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern or 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern. Oh, okay, Wisconsin. Okay, cool. Okay, 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 cool. Ah, okay, so you must be like 2 hours behind me. No wonder this evening, you lucky duck, you. Sometimes I wish I was in California still because I used to live in California for 12 years and I can't. And we 3 hours behind everybody. So London session ain't nothing if you in California. But you on the East Coast, we struggling for London session. Um, okay, bet. So the more people that tell me midnight to 2, then the South Pacific would be better. Yeah, you right, you right. Exactly. The more people that tell me what they want, y'all just let me know. You could DM me or put it in the bag chat or uh, in this chat here. It doesn't matter. It's just somewhere where I can see it and get a gauge for what everybody want. Cause like I said, I've been showing y'all we leaving money on the table, and I don't want to do that no more. And besides, Dante Fire in the New York session, and he trade currency. He trades differently than I do, so he'll probably be able to find different setups than I would. So, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging. I ain't going nowhere. I just doing something a little different. Plus, I'm really swinging more during New York session than I am scalping. And I want to make sure if y'all want to do that, y'all can too. So, real quick, do I use the same brokers for binary? Not at this time, Deborah. Not at this time. I've heard stuff out there that maybe a couple of brokers might allow their platforms to turn into binary, but that hasn't come out yet, nor has it been finalized. Because one of the things is um we all with the way we are using AIRO, we are on the MC4 platform. So if there has to either be a binary options broker that has the MC4 platform or a plugin, or we're gonna just have to toggle between screens, or you just get the alert and just trade what you see on your screen with the alert. You know what I mean? Or you use the AIRO MA in some way, shape, or form. Multiple ways of using AIRO that has been deemed successful. Shout out to you, Cash. But that's what we would do. So yeah, but right now, a lot of people, the couple of main ones, I use Nadex. Um, David, you cracking me up right now. I use Nadex. I am watching this charts, y'all. By the way, I'm watching this S&P. I'm watching this S&P to cross over the middle Bollinger Band right here. That's what I'm looking for. Just so y'all know, just because I'm talking, don't mean I'm not paying attention. I am. Um, US 30. Ooh, Ooh, US 30. Why you do that? We got a 513 cross coming up. Might be in my favor. Ooh, so if Nas is pulling back, I might not get this cross down. Dang. Let this just be the pullback of the day. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Let this just be the pullback of the day, and please drop. All right, so here we go. This is US 30. I got the closure of the middle band here, but then we got the drop here. So we got getting ready to get another closure over the middle band here. That might be to our benefit. So with where that is now, I get a 513 cross happening to our benefit with a bullish engulfing candle. Yes. Off of the 50. Yes. Okay. All signs are showing up. All signs are showing up. Same thing on S&P. I'm looking for, I got a 5 coming over to 13 possibly. We are in definite discount mode, but dang, if that AIRO MA didn't cross that 200. Not looking good for S&P. Not looking good. This better be the shortest cross ever. Like this cross better look like this cross. You know what I'm saying? Like it better look like that in order for it to go back up. Otherwise, this is not gonna be to our benefit. Um, so yeah, I'm watching. I'm just was looking specifically for something here. But ooh, yeah. All right, so that's that. And what we see is Nas gonna be a buy or sell. The one I'm looking at is supposed to be a sell. Where am I in Dora? Hey, Gloria, where am I going to be in Dallas? I don't even know yet. I don't even know yet. I believe the flyers of the event is coming out by the end of this week, I believe. So, or sooner. So that way, you'll be able to find out. But yeah, if you're in Dallas, Gloria, I would love to see you in person. That would be so fun. As much as we talk and stuff, I would love to do that. I've never been to Dallas, so I'm pretty much a homebody. So we'll see what happens. Ooh, okay, bullish engulfing coming up. That's that US 30. That's that US 30. And then what is it looking like here? Huh. Okay, S&P. You gonna like act like you ain't gotta make no decision? Is that what we doing? Um, Real quick. Alberto, what did you say? How will I use the expansion fib as a sell retracement? Got you. Ooh, that's a good question, Alberto. Look at you. You've been paying attention, bruh. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let me mark off my fib levels real quick, and I'm going to show you. We can take that off, because if I take that trade now, I'm going to be mad. AUD CAD, that's a slow-moving pair, boy. You got all the space in the world to get to that. What, are you on an uptrend? Nope. Never mind. I just looked at that and I'm like, that's slow moving pair. You got all this space. You can't be following trend, and you're not. So it's not a valid bounce. It's not a valid bag strategy, but it is a counter. So, take it with any additional confluences that you may want to do, but just know that it is sitting in its ADR over already. Man, that thing only do about 50 pips in a day. That's low. We want hundred. We want hundreds. You want 90s. That's what you want. Um. Oh, NAS for the fib extension. Only reason. Let me mark off the fib levels first that I want. I know I'm ignoring the 50. Don't hate on me. Don't judge me, y'all. The 50 is not always my friend. All right. So because of that, that's the retracement tool that you see here. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of the bands real quick. All right, let me get rid of the bands real quick so I can have it a little cleaner. I have a template so I can always throw it on. All right, so with the band, with that, this is your extension. You're gonna do insert. You're gonna do Fibonacci, expansion, extension, whatever way you want to list. You're gonna draw it the same way. Wait, that's going up. You're gonna draw it this way. Actually, let me see. Where's my third one? Like that, like bring it as close to 100 as possible. It's a little odd because normally you would do it the way I showed y'all earlier, but because you don't really have a down move that it's pulling back from, like it came down and it's still coming down, you're kind of just starting like maybe at the candle that's really starting to move right here. Okay, so with that being said, now I'm looking for 61.8, which it actually did do. Go figure, right? Right here. TP1. TP2 is here, which is right around at 200. Ain't that what I said? And then TP3 is here, which is right there, which I believe is the 38.2 fib level off of the main one. Okay. So, and which is what I said was going to be my original TP1. So that's how you would do the expansion for this retracement. You would start at the high, go to the lowest point that it made of the candle. So it really would be when this candle closes. Okay, I'm only doing it the way it looks right now, but if this candle closes where it's at, this will be valid. If it happens to push down, then you need to move this down. Okay, so if candle closes like around here at the low of the day, you're still good. That's that move. But if it happens to go lower than that, then you need to move this down. Okay, and then adjust. But the way it's looking, I'm pretty much on point so far. And that was without me drawing it. I'm feeling myself. All right. So hopefully that answers your question, Alberto. And oh, look at that. Let me see. So what we got? We got you got an up arrow. Okay, I'm looking at the chat real quick. Midnight to 2 was my preferred times, just so y'all know. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. I appreciate it. I just want to make sure I'm not overwhelming people too, because I know a lot of times when I talk, like I know the fib is like a go-to for me, but it's not a go-to for everybody, especially newbie traders. But I gotta tell y'all, if somebody would have broke down the fib to me when I first started trading, oh, it would have just alleviated so much pain and suffering and heartache. I really, really, truly believe that. And I would be so much more advanced in the years that I've been doing it. I would be so much more advanced because it would have been just used to it. I mean, remember, I've only been using the fifth since October, this past October, and I feel like I'm pretty dang good at it. So imagine if I would have had the 5 years that I've been trading with this experience with it, man. I'll be like Pinky in the Brain. This is gonna be some typical take over the world type stuff going on. So I'm just evolving in it. So I just want to make sure I share it with you guys, so that way you guys that are into this trading with me, and it's and you love it, you got this passion for it, and the fact that, like I keep saying it again, you can use the fib on any market. You can use it on anything. So those of y'all that want to get into stocks, throw Amazon on the chart and start trading it. Use your fib. Mostly on the H1 on higher time frames. I will say that. H1 and higher time frames. Always want to catch the trends of them. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are learning something. I don't want to overwhelm. I never want to do that. I do want to still catch pips, but dang, I swear, I'm probably going to have to be a little bit safer with it. Bullish engulfing, what is that M5 doing? See, I feel like that US 30 played around. It sure did. Okay, it's inching its way. Ooh, I'm getting my cross here. Okay. That is making me feel better. It's making me feel better. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to take this US 30 trade yet. And there's my NAS. And I feel like my NAS is not setting up for that H4 drop. Possibly. Okay, it's still close. So we still close on NAS. What does it look like on the M5? Ooh. Might not be doing it. Golly, this is interesting. Look at that constricted band and then boom, the breakout. Whew. Look at that push. That's a nice push. But I got a 513 cross on US 30. And I got this in here. I feel like I could take this trade. And it's coming off of this 200. So it's been playing in the zone, getting stronger and stronger. Which one is my fib? Here it is. Playing in the zone, stronger and stronger. Coming off the 200. You know what? We're going to be safer with this AIRO alert. I know I'm missing pips here, y'all. I really am. But I feel like if I just get in, just based off of the candle, I might be all right. Plus, we got a 513 cross. That's good. But if I was to get in right now, you're looking at like a 228 pip drawdown possible stop loss. I don't want to do that to y'all. Okay? I don't want to do that to y'all. I feel like S&P is a little safer. So here we go. We got a 513 cross on S&P. And mind you, this AIRO MA crossing this 200 is important because that's showing that bearish pressure. But I feel like if it just does that little swoop, like I showed y'all earlier, we might be okay. All right, so this 5/13 coming off of the support zone. It's looking good. And this is what it looks like on the fib as a bullish engulfing coming off of dang near 100% retracement. That means that thing was severely discounted and pulling back. You know what? That's that, looking at it that way. And here is the other way to look at it. Hold on. Do this. This is a counter trend fib for the down. And now look at it. See, I'm over. I haven't had no closures above 23.6 yet, but now I'm about to. Okay. So this is me drawing a fib counter to the trend going up. So honestly, if I want to catch a fib level breakout going up, I can catch it this way. So I can hop into the trade following the trend, but I'm going up, but I'm doing it based off of a fib level breakout. So 23.6 is coming up in this next minute. If it closes, it should hit the 38.2, but that's a really short scalp. And that's only like a pip or two on S&P. Only a pip or two. Ooh, I moved this somehow. Didn't mean to do that. Must have been like right there. Oh, excuse me. No, it ain't. That's 23.6. That's a different fib level. That's from the H1. I need to go here. Right at that AIRO MA. So it closed 23.6 above. I should be looking for the buy. I'm in resistance. This is why I can't jump in. I feel like it ain't going to give me no trade. Safe trade. I ain't getting no safe trade. I'm trying to be more careful. Trying to be more careful. What does this say? Look at that. That move. Stopped at the AIRO MA. I got the move cross here. Stopped at the AIRO MA. I got a cross. And it closed above that middle band. But I got some drawdown happening. US 30 is giving too much drawdown. Let's see if we can get in on S&P without the much drawdown. So this is a 513 cross. Not fully confirmed, it looks like. It looks like it's just tangled together. I need a full cross. And then this hasn't crossed yet. So I want this to happen. So we might have this bearish pressure, but it could turn around in my favor. And I'll post it in the chat what I'm looking for too. That would be before 2 o'clock for sure. All right. I know I talked a lot walking through that stuff, but you see currency pairs ain't really flowing right now. Okay. Okay, yeah. And then US 30 moving now. Yeah, I know, I saw it. Okay. Yes, just focusing on the money zone breakouts, man. And then the good thing is that the money zone breakouts happen on everything. Oh, I love it. Everybody want 12 to 2? Okay, bet. Okay, Ricky, I'm going to see you in Dallas. That's what's up. Oh, yeah. My 200 is white on some charts and red on another. It just depends. I haven't changed my template to make it all white. Sometimes I usually have way. Yes, AIRO, safe than sorry. Exactly. I feel bad. That's down 2. So I need to come up with 2 more trades to at least help y'all out. Get us all positive. So, and hopefully y'all just be on the lookout for when I post it. So let's see. We got 15 minutes left in this thing. So I don't really have very much else to talk about. Unless there's something that y'all wanted me to go over or speak about, honestly. Other than that, honestly, after 2 losses, I'm like really careful of taking any trades again. I know that US 30 is moving. I look at that zag done appeared. So here's the thing. When this zag appears, it's either going to push trend or it's telling you to turn around. All right. So the zag. So I did a video on trading with the fib and the zag. And so I'll go over that real quick. Okay. And I'm going to do it on US 30. So with this, the fib using the zigzag indicator. All right. The fib using the zigzag indicator is I was using the zigzag lines to draw my fib and trade it in any direction, regardless of what the trend of the time frame is. So, and I was doing it to catch the fib level breakouts. So, like this right here, there's a strong move down that we all saw. And now price is going up. Just like I drew that counter trend trade fib earlier without the zag lines, but that's because I'm used to drawing the fib. If you're not, you could use the zigzag lines to help you draw your fib high to the low. This is counter trend because the time frame is bullish. Okay. All right. So that's considered a counter trend fib trace drawing. However, taking the trade, like I just said, you're doing fib level breakouts. Okay. So like right here, it closed above the 23.6 and technically it should go to 38.2. Okay. But it's struggling at this AIRO MA. This is US 30. So what I would do is I'm going to come down to this M1 because I want to see why is it struggling. And as I can see the M1 gives you the same stuff. And it's struggling on the M1 because it's at the 200 EMA. It needs to get above that in order to go where it needs to go and continue on. All right. But it's interesting how this whole time we had all them zones and this ranging that was going on, and I couldn't get in there safely because the darn zones was in the way. And I wasn't sure if it was going to break them or not, but as we could see, it broke them because that 200 pulled it back. That doesn't always happen. So that's why I wasn't going to go take the trade off the strength of, oh, the 200 is up here, price is going to go there. I don't know that it was going to happen at that time. It could have continued to melt out the sky before it decided to turn around and go back up. That's why I did not take those trades during this time. Okay. I just want to make sure I cleared that up in case anybody questioned. But now it hit this 200 and now it's turning around and going back down again. It's having a problem. And boy, I tell you, this looked like an M right here. Y'all see that? Get the zag line off. Right here. Interesting. I have never traded M's and W's off the M1 before. So this is interesting. Do I have a break? Yep, break of a neckline. Break of a neckline. Now, on the M1, I'm looking at it to get to this AIRO MA. It's about a $10 move, so that's like 100 pips. Usually take this off of the close. Let me check the chat. Anything in there? Okay. Ah. Ooh. Where's it going to close at? There it go. Ooh, right under the AIRO MA. M-line break. I'm going to try and see if I can get... Is you going to the thing? What does that look like here? Ooh, that's a doji. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can... Gosh, this is US 30. Don't hop in US 30 off. Y'all ain't got the capital for it. I want to jump into this thing, but I do not. I feel like y'all money is my money, and I'm mad that we lost money. Golly. And look at that. It turned bullish. Let me get off of the M1. Let me get off the M1 and not be tempted today. Ooh. Nas is changing. I got my cross. We got this indecision off of the band. Sell. Interesting. I don't know if y'all seen this, but here's another thing y'all could practice when you got Bollinger Bands on. And this is shout out to you, D. You get an indecision candle, rejection candle off of a band. The next trade, you should be able to go in the next opposite direction. So if it was going up, rejection, down. So if it's going down, rejection, up. That kind of thing. Like even kind of like right here, it was going, well, that's bullish. That ain't gonna work. But that's kind of what I was looking at when I seen this. I'm like, oh, I see that drop right there. It might stop though. See how it stopped right here on this line? So it might continue to go up. So that's actually good. Continue with that pressure. But I want it on S&P. This is better. So I'll let y'all know I'm going to get this cross on S&P and when I'm going to hop in. I don't know if it's going to happen though, because look, I got a 513 getting ready. They tangling up. Got some price consolidation happening here. So we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, I think that's about it, y'all. I know a lot of people done dropped off and we're getting ready to go. Anything else y'all want me to chat about or whatever? Questions? I will catch. Did y'all catch what I was talking about with the zigzag line? So really, I've talked about the fib level breakouts, and to make it easier for yourself, if you can't draw the fib yet, use the zigzag indicator to help you draw your fib and catch the fib level breakouts that way, and then practice it. And it's best when the zag is lined up as the highest point above the AIRO MA and the lowest point below the AIRO MA. The AIRO MA is important, y'all. Don't negate it. All right. But if that's it, I'm gonna go ahead and close this call early, and I'm gonna look in the AIRO bag chat as to what date was stated on when those trade rooms are going live, or when Dante is taking over New York session, because when that happens, that's when I'm going to flip. Okay, with live calls anyway. Doing the breakouts. All right. So, and remember, I'm just letting y'all know. So from 12 to, my thought process is we do 12 to 2. Technically, the first hour will we'll be marking up our charts. Okay. Because it will be the money zone, the 1255 candle for indices and the 1245 candle for currency pairs. Okay. Whatever that looks like on your MT4. Once that candle closes, it is the candle closure in the new money zone because it closes exactly at 1 a.m. If that candle meets the criteria, you can take your trade. That's what Nate told me. Okay? So be careful of the candle closures because I think I even got confused on that in the beginning. But Nate reiterated that, I think, even on another call earlier this year. So that's why I wanted to catch 12 to 2 because I want to be up for that initial candle that closes at the 1 a.m. And so we'll spend the first hour marking up our charts. Asian session breakout, we got 6 GBP pairs, 7 GBP pairs to mark up, right? Because it's just for that. And on the money zone, we can mark up those same GBP pairs for the money zone. So we could look for 2 strats on them, and then we definitely want to mark it up for the U.S. indices because that's the ones I know. And if we could see that the European indices are doing the same thing, well, I guess we'll just be the indice taking over money zone breakout session squad. Okay? So that's the plan. We're going to get there. Just want y'all to ride with me on it. And, we're going to be doing good. But for y'all to see what I see, y'all can start practicing the money zone right now or even back test it from what you see on the charts. Remember those 2 candles I gave y'all. All right. Other than that, all right, Alejandro, you take care. Thanks for staying up with me. Yeah, I'm going to put it in the AIRO bag. Which you want me to put in the AIRO bag chat, Stephanie? What part? What I'm looking for today? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely will. I'm going to put it in there. I'm definitely looking at that swing because I really want that now swing to come into fruition. But we won't know for sure till 2 o'clock p.m. But if I can find a quick scout sooner than that, based on what I'm seeing with these crosses, I'll let you know. But I'm gonna be real frank with you. You see this mess right here the S&P is doing, tangling up these MAs? That's gonna be a no-go for a while. It's gonna be a no-go for a while. All right, y'all. I want y'all to take care. Oh, hopefully I pronounced your name right. Jatine. I want to say Jatine, but if I didn't pronounce that right, I'm so sorry. I try to be respectful of everybody's names and pronounce them right and ask if I don't say it. I'm glad it was informative, y'all. I really do. Try not to take losses, good gracious, but I'm gonna make it up today for y'all. But I'm glad you guys thought that was informative. I really appreciate everybody joining me, and I will see y'all next Tuesday. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Be safe, everyone. Please be safe. Bye.